Hey everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we're going to be doing Vegeta, God of Destruction, or Vegeta Ultra Ego. I think that's the name they're going with. It's okay. I don't mind. It's an okay name, Ultra Ego. I guess it suits Vegeta. So, God of Destruction anyway. So it's the classic pose in the manga. If you don't read the manga, you won't know what this is. But it's kind of cool. He's kind of got a new power, a significant power up. And we'll draw that classic pose from the manga where he first appears. So it's not the easiest pose to draw, but it's the best one I've seen. So we'll draw this one. I'm on landscape orientation paper. Use a pencil and an eraser for these. Don't use a marker. Use pencil and eraser first. You can always put ink on top of your pencil. You know, for erasing mistakes and things. So we're going to start with his eyes. Center point of my page is about here, right? So we'll come up over to the left a little bit. So center point up over to the left, and his head is like situated here. Okay, might have to zoom in because it's kind of, I want it to fit in his hands and stuff, so the head is quite small, so we might zoom in. Future me editing this video, zoom in. Right, so let's go. Start with his frown. So we'll curve a line. And tick it back this way. So it's like a tick up that way. He's kind of got like Super Saiyan 3 eyes. He's no eyebrows, right? Then he's got this end to his brow that sticks up there. And then some hatching like here. Right. Now we are in 3/4 pose. That means you can only see 3/4 of Vegeta's face, and the other quarter is hidden. His head is turned away, right? So that means the eye on this side and the frown on this side is smaller. It's teeny tiny, okay? So it's real small. It's about, so if this is 3/4, this would be 1/4. Do you know what I mean? So this would like fit in here 3 times nearly. Right? That's how small it is. And it kind of like comes up towards his forehead then. And we got some hatching lines on that as well. So in terms of eyes, right? So we've got real small eyes. So we go small line, a long line, and then we will bring this across. Like so. So real square. And then his eyes, so frowning quite heavily so we can just see the bottom of it. Like so. And then his pupil, barely see it. Just there, okay? So the other eye, so really small, you can barely see it again, right? So we just have a line down here. And then this will go into his frowning area. So into there, roughly. And then what we can see of his eye is not much. So it's like right in here. Right, so you just draw a tiny little bit of it. So then his nose, so it comes out from his brow here. Sticks out here. Comes back in. And then we have this sort of shadow triangle. So it goes up, back in towards the top. And then we can actually see a nostril there. So you can see our head is quite tilted now. Tilted that way, okay? So the mouth then, and the side of his face will do we'll do the mouth just below. So we'll go across. His mouth is kind of open, right? So we go across, and then we bring it down, and then we go back across, and then diagonal up. Like that. So it's kind of a weird mouth. So it's like, it's got this sort of triangle sort of thing going on with a top lip that's kind of curved down. And then his bottom lip here. I know some people like to draw the overall shape for the face first, but I like to get the facial features just sort of lined up underneath one another, and then I add the face. It's just me. But of course, use these tutorials any way you want. If you like doing the face first, just skip to the part where I do the face. And just like block this out, and then do the face, and then go back and add the eyes, you know. So then his chin curves around here, then it goes up towards his jaw like that. And now, so side of his face here sticks out for his cheek, curves around up to his nose, and then the side of his face goes up to beside his eye, up there. So he looks quite like, oof, like sort of aggressive. And then he's got that tick line that's underneath his eye, and I think he has like a, there seems to be a little line here, but I don't know. Right, so then the top of his forehead curves up here. So like from here to here, if you're thinking proportions, right, roughly the eyes are halfway down from the top of his head here. So like here to here, it's about the same as here to here. So top of the head to the eye, about the same as eye to the chin. Okay, so the eye's halfway between here and here. And then usually, so bottom of the nose to the bottom lip is about the same as bottom lip to chin. Here to here, about the same as here to here, this bottom lip line. Right? So that's kind of the proportion we are working with. In Dragon Ball, the faces are kind of squished a little bit. The eyes are really big and the rest are really small. But that's kind of what we're working with in terms of proportion. So then Vegeta's hair, so we'll go down the middle there. His hairline goes back up. And then it goes across kind of square here. Down. And then his sideburn comes in towards his eyebrow area there, if he had eyebrows. This comes down, and sometimes there's some lines on the end. And then his ear comes around here, and he's got an earring on, so there's this square sort of earring thing on his ear. And then the earlobe curves around. And then we can add bones and ligaments on the inside of his ear. So easiest way I always say is like sort of a letter J sort of thing. And then you sort of build up out from there. So you add like more. Like so. So that's basically his face, right? So we'll do his hair now. So, let's see. So he's got like a series of 2 layers of spikes, maybe 3, 2 main layers coming down the front. So we'll do those first. So we'll go spiking up that way. It comes down. And then we have another spike here. This comes down to there. Right, and then this will go up. Comes back down. Then another one I think comes out from the middle. And there is all these shadows and stuff on it, and we will draw those in as well. They're black in the manga. And there, and then we have another one. Comes out from here. I think this one should like go down this way. Kind of don't like this line on the corner here. I'm just going to try and fix that. Sorry. I think I put too much ink. Okay, a little bit better. So, keep going. So another spike here. They're kind of different spikes than what Vegeta usually has. It's kind of shorter and stumpier. Is that just me? Alright, and then this comes up across, down. To there, down. How high up does that go? That's about right. And then back into his ear. And then we have a real small one on his ear, like so. And these have all like black shapes and lines and stuff inside. So, but we'll draw the main shapes first. So out here at the back. There, this one goes up to there, like so, back in, up, down, go up to there. This goes in, and then we have the big one right up to the top of the page, back down to there, another one there, and this one I think goes in behind that one. Small one back here, small one back here, right, yeah, so that's his hair. So then there's all these texture lines and dark black shadows and things. So I'll just add a couple of these areas and I'll put dots where the black shadows are, and we can color it after. So I wonder what color. A lot of people have been coloring this hair purple, but I wonder what color officially will be. I imagine it will be some sort of like purple color. So all these areas where I'm putting dots now are dark black shadow areas. Just so we don't forget. When we come to color, we want to know Right, so everywhere there's a black dot, that's what you color black. So let's see what we can do now. So let's move down the body, I guess. So he's got, again, 3/4 pose for the body as well, and he's got armor on. So we'll do the armor. So we do a curved line here, and this comes underneath his chin for the armor that's on his chest. This will go underneath his armpit down into here somewhere. Right. And then he's got a collar that comes across his neck. So say neck muscle line here, and then chest muscle there, chest muscle here, and then maybe like his neck muscle there, another neck muscle here, and then his collar will come down around all these. So it comes here, and then it bumps over his neck muscle, and then it'll go up around for his hair, just into there. And another neck muscle line there. And then he has these straps that go over his shoulder, but I guess we'll do a bit more of this armor. So chest armor. Down like so. And then, so he's got like, so this is the small chest side, and then the other chest side is bigger. Comes down this way. You leave a gap because he's got these lines on his armor. So like say this comes around here. So, and there's like some lines here. And there's like some scratches and stuff. So we get, I guess we get the torso in. So, let me see. Like so, and then there's another armor line. Comes down here, comes down there. So the armor plated areas here. And he's got a strap that goes over his shoulder. There, and then another one on this side. This one's bigger. And it goes in behind his hair. The other side here, then an edge line, and then some lines that go across. And we do the same on this, just a bit smaller, like that. Okay, so bottom of his armor. This is quite complicated now. So the bottom of the armor goes around here, meets his hand somewhere here. So we won't go all the way, and then we got like armor lines here. And there seems to be like a hole or a crack in his armor here. Like so. Right, so I guess we gotta get this arm in first, and then, well, we could do this arm. No, we'll do the big arm. We'll get the hard one out of the way. So, shoulder muscle, bump out here, right? And then another big round shoulder muscle here. So in Dragon Ball, their shoulders are kind of like basketballs. They're really big, right? And then they have like lines inside, like this. And then another one outside there. So see what I mean, like basketballs. So you got this circle, and then there's lines like inside, breaking it up kind of like a basketball. They're your deltoid muscles. And then his bicep comes out here, down and in. And then the other side of that bicep comes up like so into here. Then the tricep out the back like that. And then we have like his forearm muscle coming down here. I think there's another like tricep muscle line there. And we can see his chest just coming out from the armor there. So then the forearm will go travel in this way. Like so. And it goes into his glove, right? So his glove is like here. So he's doing like a big hand. So the hand is like real close to the camera. So it's as big as his face, right? The whole hand is like nearly as big as his whole face. So so let's see. Sorry, no, just cleaning up some lines. Don't mind me. Right. So the hand, pretty tricky now because we can see like big thumb. Okay, so we'll do the thumb. Take your time with hands. Pause a lot. They're quite difficult. So the thumb, big curved line here. Another curved line there. And then seems to bump sort of here and then bump again. Right, and then the back of the thumb comes down there. Change direction for the knuckle. Change direction again for the second knuckle. Like so, and it's a glove, so you've got that sort of seam line there, some knuckle lines here, and like the glove will have fabric and sort of bend and have lines like this and stuff. And this is then the back of his hand, so the back of his hand sticks out, comes down, down and in. So then we'll just add like some folds for the back of his hand here. And then his other side of his glove sort of sticks out here. And then we have 4 fingers coming down here, so we got like a knuckle out, and then this is the first finger, so it curves down here. You can see some knuckle lines here and like a seam for the edge of his glove, and some more skin bump lines. Stuff there. So 1 finger, next finger we go again. Out, up to there. So 3 segments, 1, 2, 3. Sorry, knuckle lines there, I forgot them. And then we'll go around. So glove line, knuckle lines, and then 3rd finger, can't see as much of it, but goes in again, goes in under there, and then we can only see a tiny little bit of this finger. That, and then we just have the palm of his hand sort of in here, so we just have like a bump like that. So that's like a really tricky hand position, so you know, if you were able to do that, fair play. think we have an extra forearm muscle line just up here. And another one sticking off sort of here as well. So his other shoulder we'll go over. That's that arm pretty much done. Oh, there's some armor in here, I think. So these armor pieces can have these sorts of texture lines on them. Right, so his other shoulder, so comes out from like near his mouth. Out like so. Right, and then his tricep comes out there. So much smaller now than this arm. So this curves down, out for his forearm. And then his triceps comes out here, elbow, forearm, and then his glove curves around here. Like this, right? So we got like some muscle lines and stuff, bicep, sort of in here. Like so. Can't really see much more shoulder muscle lines or anything like that. It makes it easier for us. And then, so his glove and his hand, right? So again, similar hand position, just much smaller, and we can see sort of in the hand, we're the opposite side. So it's kind of like this. So again, the thumb. So it starts to come up here. Across like so, down and in the bottom part. So all these folds because he's got gloves on. Thumb sticking up. So then it'll like come down, up. Down to like there. And then we have a finger here. One. Goes down. In. To the next finger, which is down and in. This comes around. Down into there. That's his ring finger. This is the little finger, so it like comes down. Sticks up here. Like so. Another line there. And then there's like the palm of his hand, so it like comes down from the thumb. So the palm of your hand, sort of see here at the bottom, joins the bottom of the thumb. So it like comes out from the thumb down to there, out down to there. And then we need like another finger. Like so. Knuckle lines. This hand is nearly harder than this hand, but like all hands are hard. Like that, palm of his hand line, sort of here. Full line here in the bottom of his glove. Okay, so then his hips, his leg, his hands are like resting on his knees or something. They're like pretty close anyway. And then we have his like groin, and then his thigh here, and the thigh on the other side as well. So it like comes out down, thigh muscle with his hip on that side. You can't really see much else. Right, so he just has sort of energy sort of coming out around his body, right? So it's kind of just some of it kind of goes over his body, but we'll have to raise then, so we'll just add it just around the edges. If you want to put some coming over his body, you can. It's kind of wavy, it's kind of, it looks like kind of unstable sort of. I wonder if that's on purpose. As in, I wonder if it's unstable because he hasn't really mastered it yet. Might put like one just over his shoulder here so I don't have to erase any lines. One maybe coming up his leg. One coming off his head. Okay, but I think that's the best I can do. Yeah, that is how to draw Vegeta, God of Destruction. Hope it was helpful. The hands are tricky, I know. It's a dynamic pose, a hard pose, but hopefully it helped someone out anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Like, subscribe, share. If you need a request, head to Patreon.